Hello YouTube. Now this movie stars my all-time favorite actor, Robin Williams. Oh my god. This guy is a great actor. He was a great man in real life. He helped out a lot of people, which was really nice. So yeah. But there's something kind of weird that he does in this role. This role requires him to not use all that emotion that he usually has. But in this time, he's acting like a robot. Why they have him doing this? Because he's an android. Yep, for some odd reason he's an android in this movie. Kind of an odd casting choice, but you know what? It works. So yeah, this is Bicentennial Man. Now the story of this movie is Andrew is an android who was just created to clean up around the house and stuff. But after a while, like all movies with robots, I guess, he begins to develop some of a personality. And eventually develops hobbies and ideas and questions and a desire for answers and a desire for life. Yeah, I don't know how he got this. Really, he was just an android. How the heck did he get all of that? Well, anyway, he basically gained life. How? He's magic, I guess. I don't know. But, he eventually got over time while being taught by Sir. That's really all I know. That's all I know about his name. I know he has an official name, but that character, to me, is just called Sir. And also learning about innocence, I guess, and childhood innocence from Little Miss. Yeah, again, a character with only the name Little Miss. Yeah, he just gave people nicknames, I guess. But, and then there are also some people who never consider him a real person because he's a robot, so he's not technically a real person. Too bad those people don't matter. Yeah, really. None of the people that said, oh yeah, he's not a real person, never come back. They sort of show up after a while and leave. And this robot spends 200 years of his life, yeah, 200 whole years of his life just trying to become a human. And in the end, he does reach that humanity that he's always been searching for and dies. Oh yeah, and guess when this movie takes place? This is just one more funny thing that I noticed. 2005! Yeah! We were supposed to have androids in 2005, according to this movie. Guess they got that wrong. But anyway, the story itself is actually mainly character-driven and also emotion-driven. They really do want you to get invested in these characters, so they don't throw that much at you. And they only throw just enough characters just so then they can mainly focus on them and their characters' struggles or emotions or feelings or anything. They mainly just want to focus on that single detail. Because of this, to me, it was a very intriguing movie. Having a lot of really nice ideas, actually, about how people would treat this. About how people would treat a robot that is trying to become a human. And how, in the end, how it would all work. And, yeah, I was invested. Throughout the whole movie, I was entirely invested. Although, that's not what most critics thought. Most critics apparently didn't really like this movie, aside from some. And you know what? I don't get that. To me, it was a fun movie. I guess that they were just expecting more from Robin Williams being a freaking robot. And yeah, he does kind of underplay it. But still, he underplays it just a little bit. Still with some of that Robin Williams touch to it. And with him trying to be a person, oh my god, that is a lot of fun to watch. And I really do want to see him reach that goal. And in the end, when he finally does, I was happy for him. I was very happy. Although I must ask, how on earth did he die before his wife? I mean, yeah, he gets a wife in the end. Just yeah, spoiler, he gets a wife in the end. Guess no one saw that coming. But how did he die before his wife? Now, when he actually does get blood in him and actually does become a real human with organs and everything, then his robotic, the robot itself was like 100 years old. That's true, but his outsides were at least 40 years old. Yeah, he was at least 40 when he got outside and actually flesh and everything. So if he was 40 when he got all that, if he was at least 40 at that moment, how? And his wife was 70. How in the world did she die after him? I mean, oh my god. How did that happen? Can someone please explain that? Does anyone know? Sure, you could say, oh yeah, he was 100 when this happened, but still, his body was at least 40. How did that happen? Okay, well, I guess there could be some answers, like, okay, yeah, since he was 100 and stuff, when he actually did get the blood and everything, and that could have caused that, but to me, I don't see it. I just saw he was 40. So, how in the world did that work? I don't know, and frankly, it just kind of annoyed me. It was just kind of a nitpick. But really, this movie is very emotion driven and very character driven. So yeah, I'll talk more about them in the character part, but yeah, for the story, I really enjoyed it. It really had me invested, and I really want to see what happens to these characters. I wanted to see what they did. I was very curious as to what happened in the story. So for the story, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Not the best story, and it's kind of cliche at points because I mean, it's a robot becoming a human. We've heard this before. This dates all the way back to Pinocchio. But the way that they do it, with it being in the future, I know, think about AI, but with it being in the future, it really, in a sort of future. Not like AI future, but just a kind of future. Just like a little bit of a distant future. Makes it a little bit interesting. And it is still a very fun movie. So now on to the characters.